See, look, it's a waterfall going sideways, then down. I found one. You know, we all have those days where we wake up on the wrong side of the bed. Today was my day to wake up on the wrong side of the bed. Just pissed off. Up at 7:30 to let the reno guys in. Bunch of Mexicans running around my place. Not saying they're not doing a good job. And actually the Mexicans are very quiet and they do quality work. But it's just getting to be too much every day. Then when I'm sitting there drinking my coffee, I notice that my glasses are starting to fall off my face if I bend my head over. So I take my glasses off and then I try to bend them so they go back in and like don't fall off my head, and then the glasses snap. I had to CA glue them together. So that pissed me off. Then I was in a super shitty mood. Then I said, screw it, I'm going beachcombing. So I went out to Richmond, where I go beachcombing where the river is, along the Fraser River. And it was high tide and there was no wood there. There was a huge piece of an old cedar first growth log there. I showed Just Carve Rob it. I'm going to show you guys that right now. Look at this cedar log Just Carve Rob. Cedar. I'm not filming today, I'm in too much of a shitty mood. Look at the size of this big old cedar log Just Carve Rob. It's fucking massive. See? Got a burl here. Fucking huge. Just floating in the river. Unreal. And I was still in the shitty mood, so I didn't bother filming. So the only way to get rid of your problems, don't whine about them, don't keep bitching, keep being in a bad mood, is fix your problems. Man, I'm in a different part. I'm more like the ferries are right here. You can see a big ferry there. I'm farther down the causeway right now. And there is some really old cedar here. Oh, not as big as the log that I just showed you in Richmond. But anyway, so after I went beachcombing, hey, does anybody need a dock? There's a dock right here. But after I went beachcombing in Richmond, I said, screw it. I'm going to friggin' buy some new glasses. I'm not covered for medical or anything like that for my, because I haven't been working. So the new glasses have to come out of my travel money that I put away sometimes, but I haven't traveled because I've always had to dip into my travel money. So, but I ordered some new glasses. So I got some new glasses coming, which is good because these glasses are scratched. They're like 6 years old and they're scratched to hell. So I don't know if you guys are gonna like my new glasses. I'll show you guys a couple pictures right now. There's a couple different styles I tried on, and maybe you guys can guess which ones I got. I gotta wait like 10 days to get them because they're getting done. And they're like these. These ones tint in the sun, so those ones will tint in the sun too. So here's the pictures of the glasses. But anyways, let's get the beachcombing. Look at the size of this nice cedar log. That's beautiful first growth stuff right there. Oh yes it is. Oh yes it is. So I was in a much better mood. I think the glasses were 500 bucks. I was in a much better mood once I got the glasses. I ordered the glasses so that I took care of my problem. Do you know what I mean? and I still wasn't in the best mood. But I do, what does put me in a good mood is I go beachcombing. First place didn't work, I was still in the bad mood. Got my glasses, came to the second place. And I'm already turning to be in a better mood since I've been here for the 2 minutes. And I did park up there. There's my car truck. You're supposed to pay $10, that's like all day parking. You're supposed to pay $10 parking to park there all day. I'm not paying, but I can see I left my window down. But I hope I don't get a ticket. So I got to kind of make this a quick beachcombing video. And I don't care. I'm filming. Because filming will also put me, oh, that's a neat piece. That's a neat piece of roof. Filming will also put me in a good mood too. Because it's what I love doing. It's my passion. Not just wood carving. I'm not just a wood carver. I just like to do stuff. I guess you could say the word would be artsy, craftsy. Because my whole life, when I did work, sometimes I didn't work, I'm not going to get into that, but my whole life when I worked, I was always using my hands. Now, since my injury, it's can't really work using my hands so much. So doing the art stuff, carving or painting, lets you use your hands. You know, it's creating. Like I like doing stuff with lights. I love in the winter time when I'm at my Dremel table, I love carving stuff and putting lights in them. That's a neat piece there. What's that? See how it's all bent? But it's just about, I hope I can motivate people that aren't feeling too great. Because I'm telling you right now, you can't get in a shittier mood than I was this morning. If you're in a shitty mood, even if you can't get out of the house, get out of the house. Or do something that you love to do. Because when you're doing that thing that you love to do, it's going to make you forget that you're in a shitty mood. Or what you're in a shitty mood about. Or if you got, I said this on lots of my earlier videos, beachcombing, or even carving at my Dremel table. If you're hurt or you got an injury, find a passion to get yourself. Look at this cedar log. Oh yeah, there's another big huge cedar chunk back there too. I'll show you later. But find yourself a passion, painting or whatever it is, wood burning. Find yourself that passion, and you're going to forget that you got the injury when you're working on your piece. Why do you think I do it? Because there's lots of limestone here. See this? My buddy Pete pointed that out to me years back. This is limestone. So if you get, you're on your beach, get another rock, scrape it. If you scrape this rock like this, I can't scrape this one, but I can scrape this one. It's carvable. So maybe you'll find a decent piece, a nice small little piece of limestone here today, and carve that. You don't want to carve this because, well, that's just asphalt. Okay, or maybe it's a meteorite. What is it? Just carve, Rob? So look, I'm already starting to cheer up. You got to cheer yourself up because as we get older, yeah, sure, we still have lots of friends and acquaintances from when we were younger and stuff like that. But as we get older, it starts to thin out. They're still there for you if you need them, but they don't care. They got their own problems. Why do you think I just wood carve all the time? My buddies don't want to hang out with me wood carving. Look at that, that looks like an eye. They don't want to hang out with me wood carving. They don't want to hear me say I'm not having a very good day. Because I have lots of days where I don't have very good days. So I just do me. I've said it on other videos. Being a YouTuber, that's a nice piece of wood. Being a YouTuber is kind of a lonely thing. But I don't mind. I'm fine being alone. Because you spend so much time on yourself. You got to film like this right now. Then you got to edit. Then you got to reply to all the comments, or at least show that you got to read them, because I do. Then you got to show that you've seen them, and I do that by leaving a like and a heart, saying, yes, I've read your comment, thank you. I can't reply to all of them because, well, that's just too much work. There's one of those little squawking things. Clam diggers or oyster diggers or something. There's a shout out to Ben's studio on the lake. How you doing, Ben? And a big shout out to Just Carve Rob. Hold on. A big shout out to Just Carve Rob. He just reached, what's going on here? He just reached 5,000 subscribers. And I don't know if he's having a giveaway. Nice piece of cedar right here. See, that's a perfect piece to carve a wood spirit on. I don't know if he's having a giveaway, but you might want to check out his New Year's baby video. And you might want to watch the whole video. That's all I know. And I don't know too much. But congratulations on the 5,000 subscribers, Just Carve Rob. I think it's well deserved. You know, one day I'd just like to come down here and carve a wood spirit. Look at this. Look at the size of this. I put my hand and foot here for reference. But one day I'd just love to come down here and carve like an eagle's head. I did carve an eagle. Shut up! See what I'm talking about? They're trying to lure me away from their nest, because they got a nest here somewhere. So what they do is they make a lot of noise hoping I follow them, and it lures me away from their nest. Let's do the super carving fusion. Zoom in. Hey! Anyways, carry on. I gotta set, hold on. Got to set your camera up again. So, I was thinking about doing a eagle head on a piece of cottonwood bark. So I forgot what I'm looking for, because I'm just getting happy because I'm here. I get excited when I'm here, actually. There's God's hand, God's light coming down. Just kidding, I'm not religious. I believe in God, but I'm not religious. There's got to be a God. We just got to hope that there's another place after we deal with all this earth bullshit. So, a better place. I'm either looking for a root piece, a nice piece I could carve an eagle head on, or a piece of limestone. Not a root piece, I mean a knot piece. I found one in Richmond, but it wasn't very good. Here's a shout out to Glenn. Hi Glenn, because I know I'm still looking for a knot for you. But we don't have too many here. I used to see them all the time. But now, since I'm looking for them, here's a piece of Douglas fir. Since I'm looking for them, I don't really find them. And lots of the wood, this is usually packed with wood here. Listen to those things, can you hear them? There's like 4 of them. Anyways, I do gotta carve a, that's a neat piece, look at that. That is a super neat piece of wood. Listen to them, they drive me nuts. Yeah, so I'm getting super close to their nests now. This is a neat piece of wood. I don't even know what kind of wood this is actually. And I might take this piece. You see that? It looks like it's redwood to me. But it's cool. You can see all that red in there. It's been injured, so you can see that on the left hand side, how it's rolling over like that. How could I carve? Oh, that would make a cool wood spirit. Carve a face on the left-hand side there and make the hair come down. I'm keeping this piece of wood. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful piece of wood. You can tell the true color of the wood when it's wet. But yeah, that's like, and it's not light either. See that? It's crazy. See the repair there where it's trying to repair itself? Yeah, I'm keeping this. I'm gonna put this, so what I do, and I know I repeat myself, is I'll put it on this stick here. Actually, let's see here. So I don't forget it on the way back. Well, there's no sticks, but I'm just gonna leave it like this. So I can't forget it. I'm gonna carve this. I'm gonna carve a wood spirit's face looking that way and just use this as the thing. Because it's super cool. Look, it looks like there's already a nose there. And here's your eyes. That's an awesome piece of wood. Don't know what it is, but I'm thinking, like, look at that red. This, you know, look at that red right there. I don't know how you guys can see it, but you know, this is the Pacific Ocean. So stuff could float in here from friggin' Japan. I'm just waiting for that to find that big tote of cocaine. Yeah, I find that you won't ever hear from me again. Not that I'll be doing it. I'll get rid of it and I'll get out of here. And that's the end of Geordie. Yep, you'll never hear from me again. So that's how you know if you never hear from me again. I'm down here and I find a big huge tote full of cocaine that got thrown off a ship. Or heroin. Just kidding. That's not very good for me to say. But yeah, I would, it would be awesome, wouldn't it? If you say it wouldn't, then well, I don't know. Then you would have to have the sources to get rid of it. And then you have to hope that you don't know whose it was. There's lots of different scenarios. And then you have to hope that it wasn't, well, I don't think the cops would put it on this beach as a setup. Because, like, what do you mean? I just found it. I don't have nothing to do with it. Anyways, change the subject. I'm going to walk down. Where's that piece of wood? Okay, it's just past this log. Or like a big bag, bunch of, like a big tote full of marijuana. But marijuana is basically legalized around the world now, so. That looks like a dragon head root ball. See, like the mouth going right there? There's the horn. There's the eye right in there. Total dragon head, just carved, Rob. Hi everybody else too that watches these beachcombing videos. If you're having a shitty day, just get out or do something that you love to do. Do something that makes you happy, because you'll forget that you're having a shitty day. Hey Mark the Block, thanks for the cookie and the little hummingbird feeder if you watched this. I did, yeah, I love the game Gods of War. I played it when I was a kid. Well, not a kid, even a teenager. Played 1 and 2. Then I bought the Sony PlayStation for this winter. And I bought the new Gods of War. And I finished that in like 4 days. And I didn't finish it on easy too, by the way. It's because I just get into it, and well, you just can't stop me. Now, that's a neat piece of wood. The way it's all like that. Whoa. It's all weathered from the ocean, you see. It's a piece of root, or it's a branch. Or it's whatever you want it to be, but I'm not taking that. Look at the size of this log. That's slippery. I'm not going to walk on it. So I'm going to look for a piece of limestone here. See, look at limestone. 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 I'm going to look for a piece of limestone here. And look, this is a big old cottonwood or something. And then I'm going to carve something in that. Maybe I'll do a tribute video to Beth the Builder, because she loves carving stones. She does lots of stone Dremel carving. And she carves these cute little owls. Oh, look at the size of this. I hope that reflection from God's hand, the sun there, is not too much on you guys. Like, you can see what's going on. But there's lots of nice cedar up here. First growth. And I hope some of you will be able to learn from, excuse me, my chainsaw carving, wood spirit carving video. That was a long video to make. You know, that wood spirit, you guys know I can carve those in like 20 or 30 minutes, but that one took me a long time to do because all the talking and explaining when I was doing it. And I was sweating more doing that because I had to talk so much. Look at this. Wish I could get that out of here. It's a twin root. I don't think I'm going to walk up anymore. I think I'm going to start walking back. And for all you guys' information, another thing you can do is when you're in a bad mood early in the day, you just kind of need to take it easy. Order yourself a pizza. That's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to order myself a pizza. That's a neat piece of root. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to really focus on a piece of limestone. I don't want it to be too big. Because now I got the two dust collectors. Right? You guys seen that I got the new one. And now I can use my old one because the bearings already squeak. And I can carve soapstone limestone. I do have a water drip system. But I'm not going to hook it up. I'm just going to I'm going to get a little bucket of water beside me. Dip the piece in the water once in a while. And dip the burr, because you want to keep those diamond burrs nice and cool, or you'll fry them right away. But yeah, so I want to find a piece of limestone this big, something that I could carve a, I don't know. I gotta concentrate. That's the thing about these beachcombing videos. I'm too busy. I'm thinking ahead of a time what I'm gonna say, so I can't concentrate on really looking at the things. And the ferry just got off. All these people are probably driving by saying, look at the creep with the camera talking to himself. They think I'm a creep all they want. It's because I was a cranky creep, but now I'm a happy creep. Screw it, I'll keep on filming, but I might not talk as much because I got to pay attention. I'm going to look in the rocks and I'm going to look up here at the same time. I do have a piece of limestone at home already. It's like a thin piece, but it's long. But it's I don't know. I'm used to carving soapstone. I did carve a hard rock that I found on the beach one time here, like one of those. And it was a flower. I sent that to Liz. Liz got it. Hi, Liz. And hi, everybody else. David Grass, Brian Moore. This is Amy Jo. You've been a great new member of the community. Larry Dibbs. I said Studio on the Lake. Kevin's there at Sticks and Stones, his YouTube channel. Sean at Pen on Fire. You know, in this world, we don't all get along. And I think we all know that. So, there's so many new wood carving channels popping up on YouTube. If you want to learn, watch them, but I only got the few channels that I follow. I don't want to follow too many because then I can't keep up with the few channels that I follow. It's kind of sparkly. That's limestone. See, you just scratch it. So, but I want to find a smaller one than this. And I don't want to be too long here because that's like a $60 ticket if I get caught parking there. What's that under here? That's not limestone. That's limestone. But I don't know what I'd carve on that. You know, when you carve stone like this, it's hard to carve detail because you don't really see it. You know? So that's why like the natives used to just carve seals and stuff. Here's a nice piece of cedar I could carve an eagle head on. That's why the natives used to, but it's edge grain. Oh no, it's not one piece. But that's a nice piece. The natives used to carve seals or like, you know, like Eskimos on canoes. Just the shapes, not detail, because it's, you know, it's hard to get the detail to show. They just carve basic shapes of like bears, or we're talking about like the natives that live up in Eskimo land. Those types of natives. Man, where is a friggin', here's a little one. You can see the limestone, it's worn down a bit, you know. I think that's a good one. I'm going to put this one in my pocket. I might even carve it tomorrow. I'm just going to take a little break from chainsaw carving. But I'll film. You see, you can tell the limestone because the edges are worn down. But what would I carve on this? I can even carve a wood spirit. I'll try and find one more with a flat bottom. But I gotta really, okay, I'm gonna stop filming for a bit so I can find a good piece of limestone. Like I said, I don't want to be on this beach too long. Hey, where's that piece of wood? I passed it. See? That's why it's good to put out markers for your pieces that you get on the way back. And I didn't put up a marker. I don't think I'm going to take this piece of limestone. I can find, let's see if it sits okay. Yeah, it doesn't sit that flat. I don't feel like carving the bottom flat. So I need to find something that sits up better. But let me get this piece of wood. Okay, I'm going to stop filming. I'm going to look for a nice piece of limestone. I don't know if I'll ever carve this, but look at the red in there. It looks like friggin' bloodwood. And it's super wide grain. I think this is actually sequoia. Sequoia around here has wide grain. So like that's one grain right there. But look at that red right there. That orangish red. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is sequoia. But I'm going to take it because this will make a great... I'll let it dry out for a week or so. Okay, so I'm going to find a nice piece of limestone. If I don't find a piece of limestone, I'll find a piece of wood at home where I can carve an eagle head on it. I still haven't... There's a nice piece of bark actually. But I'm not going to take it. Sorry, Kev. I still haven't found... here's another piece of bark. Super small. What's that? I still haven't found a piece of... Well, I found a little piece of limestone. But I don't know. I think that's what my next Dremel video is going to be. Carving a eagle head. Not just like a 2D eagle head on a piece of wood. Duh. I do have one. I don't know. I'll make up my mind what I'm going to do. I do have a little limestone in my pocket that I found. Duh. Of course I found it. But, so, oh, that's wedged in there, but it would be nice to find a piece of limestone to carve because, well, I haven't carved it yet. I have tons of soapstone I could carve at home. And that stuff carves like butter. Here's a nice piece of limestone. Maybe that's not limestone. Let me get another rock and scratch it. But it sure looks like limestone to me. See that? Like you could do a freaking wood spirit on it because, well, I think it is limestone, but it's not that soft. And it's got some of that white stuff. What's that stuff? Friggin' quartz. Oh, there's a crack there too. See that crack? That's why it's good to really look at your piece you find. So now this crack, you guys see it there? Now turn it around, see, yeah, there's a crack on the back too, so. And that wasn't really the softest piece of limestone. I don't want to do a big carving of it either because it is dusty. It does make a mess. Yeah, so let's get up to this other big chunk of cedar. And here's a brick. I am going to carve a brick one of these days. This old weathered brick. But yeah, look at this chunk of cedar right here. That is a nice piece of wood, I tell ya. I'll just put this here so you can see. Look at my hand size for reference. That is a nice log. Okay, so I'm going to keep this piece of wood here and I'm going to keep looking. Somebody said I should take a close-up of the wood. Well, what, you want me to walk like this? I don't know if Rob said it, but somebody said it. I'll do this mode right now. Look at this, it's a little centipede or something. It's a little shrimp. Okay, enough of this. I got to concentrate and really see. Here's a piece of limestone. Yeah, but it's got quartz in it. See, I'd like to find a piece like this. You know, that's going to be super. Oh yeah, look at that. You can scratch that with your finger. But that is way too big. Just keep your eyes trolling. I'll take this one just in case. Now, when I was in the hospital with my injury, I'm going to tell a little story here. Some of you might know. This Korean man came into the hospital. His daughter was in the same room. Here's a piece of stone with some quartz going through it. His daughter was in the same room, and I think she had a stroke or something. And he brought in a rock like this. I'm going to put this down here. He brought in a rock like this, and it was naturally shaped. So you see that line of quartz going through here? It was naturally shaped, and it was sitting like this, and there was a real bonsai tree in a pot with the rock there. And he said, the Koreans, I don't know, yeah, he was Korean. The Koreans searched for years to find rocks like this that have a quartz line down the middle, and they got two high peaks, or one high peak and a smaller peak. Because what they refer them to, like I said, pretend this quartz is down the middle or off here. Because what they refer these rocks to are mountains, and the quartz in the middle is a waterfall. And then you got the bonsai tree, and it's supposed to be a real healing thing. So I thought that was super cool. You know, like the mountain would be here and a mountain here, and then the white part is the waterfall coming down. So I always do keep my eyes open for those. And I think it needs to be naturally shaped as mountains and the waterfall in the middle. But I thought that was, he told me the story when I was just ripped on morphine. And it was when I had my injury 13 years ago or something. I wasn't an artist at that point, or trying to be artist, but I was always kind of intrigued by different Asian cultures. So I always thought it was kind of special. Yeah, let's just leave it at that. See, this looks like a nice piece. It feels pretty soft. Now I'll get another rock and I'll scratch it. Yeah, so that's soft. So I think I'll carve something on this. You know, I can carve a little succulent holder with some lines on the bottom. Or, you know, like a little candle, because it will sit flat. It does have some imperfections in the rock, it's in the stone itself. You can see there, that's like a shell or something. I don't know. These rocks were brought from the mountains and put here as the ocean wall, or whatever you want to call it, a breakwater or something. But I think I will take this one and carve like a tea light holder thing. What do you guys think? But by the time I read your comments for this, by the time you guys watch this video, I'll already be carving this. So I'm going to end this video, and you know, I'm going to turn the camera around. I really hope that my videos have been able to help somebody that struggles with depression. It's got a serious injury or something. Try to find yourself a passion, and even if you got to pick up some pencil crayons and try drawing a running stick man. Okay, let me start over. Even if you got to pick up pencil crayons, okay, try drawing a running stick man. It might look shitty at first, but the more that you draw, the better you're going to get. Carve Infusion. Be happy, everybody.